Blunder. Webcam model accidentally shoots herself in the VampriricUnicorn while filming X-rated clip for fans.
What?
Since when is having an OnlyFans account turning into death sports? Don't know who needs to hear
this. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be checking out the worst internet gun fails number 7, the Darwin Awards by, of course, Brandon Herrera here on YouTube, guys. Once again, series does not really need much of an introduction. We have checked out 6 other Darwin Award videos by Herrera on the channel so far, and now we're complementing that with the gun meme reviews, of course, or the cursed gun images, I guess, not gun meme reviews. That's my bad. I think that's a different series we actually need to check into as well. But without any further delay, we are going to be starting this off. If you don't know what a Darwin Award is, of course, you'll maybe see, I know we saw a few times so far, what exactly could potentially be involved with that. We've seen a number of catastrophic gun malfunctions, as well as just some simple idiocy, I guess is what you'd call it. Yeah, if you guys enjoy these reactions, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe for more content from me, of course, leave recommendations down in the comments below, and yeah, without any further delay, guys, we're gonna get right into it. Captions are on 1440p full screen, and without any further delay, let's get it, guys.
And there we go, there we have it. As someone who shot into a lot of dirt in his day, that was a 9mm impact. What is up, you sexy YouTube mother lovers, and welcome back to another episode of the Darwin Awards.
Of course.
One of my most loved series by you guys, and easily one of the most hated by YouTube.
Yes.
I'm your host, Brandon Herrera, and as we all know, guns are awesome. Idiots, not so much.
That a scar he's got
back
back
there? Put the two of
there?
those things together, sometimes you get a candidate for a Darwin Award. Darwin Award, of course, is the fictional award you get for removing yourself from the gene pool and continuing to help evolution. Now, the primary purpose of these videos is to try to be educational. Yes, I'm going to be making some dark jokes. The idea is to give you guys, especially some of you newer gun owners out there, some real-world practical examples of when shit goes kind of sideways when people didn't follow the basic rules of gun safety. So
well, it's also being humorous.
Let's break into our first clip. We start this video in the most logical place I could think of. It's Russia.
Of course.
We have our Russian friend here who appears to be armed with a Nagant revolver.
Right.
Cutting right to the chase, I don't approve of what he's about to do with it.
So, okay. And this is one of them Russian faceplates that they have there. They have the visor attachments that come over the helmets. And I guess they're going to be testing that out, seeing if it works. Pretty sure this is chambered in 38. I could be wrong. It's a Nagant, so actually it probably isn't 38. I don't know what it is, actually. I forget. It's gonna make me upset now that I can't think what caliber that is. It's something small. It's not big. That's for sure. Still, you want to get shot in the face? Yeah, the Altus helmets. Is that what they're called?
A gunfight with in Tarkov. So yeah, we have our homeboy here who's wearing an Alton
Atlas
helmet.
Alton.
One of the very heavy-duty ballistic Russian military helmets with the visor. And yeah, they put it to the test. I believe it goes without saying, don't try this at home. This is pretty fucking stupid.
It is.
One of the basic rules of gun safety says never point a weapon at anything you're not willing to destroy. That also includes your friend. And for our purposes, I don't really think that changes if there's body armor in the equation. I want to say this is fake, though. There's a couple of things that make me think that. For one, watch the recoil. Now, the recoil is a little too much, I think, for that pistol. And you can see it comes after. It comes after he pulls the trigger. I think he shoots a blank here. Because we also don't see the helmet beforehand. If I had to guess, I think they probably shot the helmet first and then staged this video. Because look at his reaction.
Possibly. Maybe.
Yeah, you see that little distortion on the helmet there, the bullet impact mark? If this is a higher quality video, I think that's it right there on the right side.
Yeah.
Russians can be fucking crazy, but apparently these ones aren't that crazy.
Gotcha.
Anyway, it's very possible that this is real and they're just idiots. Also, it's funny I made a Tarkov joke a second ago because this totally looks like customs. Also, if you got that reference and you're a fan of Escape from Tarkov, or you just like Russian guns in general, you might want to go ahead and subscribe. We do that here.
Of course.
Speaking of almost taking a bullet to the noggin, let's move on to the next clip. We can't actually use the original TikTok music for this, so Delance just, I guess, put the Star Wars blaster effect over this.
Okay. Oh!
Fuck. Let's watch that again. So what this young man has just done is accidentally basically
bump-fired
a revolver.
Yeah.
By trying to retain control.
We have seen that before in some of the previous Darwin Award videos. That was scary though. Damn, and in slow motion like that. Let's watch that one more time.
Over this. Oh.
Yeah, that's
this
scary,
young man
man.
has just done is accidentally basically bump fired a revolver by trying to retain control of the gun, trying to, you know, keep down the recoil of something that frankly he was just not
prepared
to handle.
Yeah.
He accidentally put enough pressure on the trigger to squeeze off a second round. It just so happened that that second round, the gun barrel was not pointed downrange, but instead rather almost the complete 180 of that.
Yeah.
Homeboy was about 30 degrees from making a serious fucky wucky and having to get into the forever box. The reason this is possible, and unfortunately I don't have a double action revolver around here to demonstrate with.
Impossible.
Though, on a single action revolver, you have to manually pull the hammer
So sexy.
back in order to be able to pull the trigger and fire a round. And just so you know, this is completely unloaded. So when I have the hammer forward and I pull the trigger, absolutely nothing happens, because the only thing that the trigger does on a
the engrave work on that, man,
like this is allow you to drop the hammer. On a double action revolver, you have a stiffer trigger pull with the hammer down, but what that does is it has a mechanism inside that also, by pulling that heavier trigger pull, will cock the hammer as you pull the trigger, and then, of course, let off so you can fire another round. Unfortunately, if you stick a very man-sized caliber into the hands of a 100-pound individual like this, that can also lead to serious accidents.
Jesus.
Pretty sure we've shown stuff like this on the channel before. If you want to shoot a caliber weapon that you can't handle, especially a handgun, I don't recommend it, but if you're going to do it, please only load the gun with one bullet. In fact, that's good advice in general. If you're letting somebody shoot something for the first time and you're not really comfortable with where they're at gun-wise, always load one round to kind of feel them out. If you feel like someone's a little inexperienced, there is no reason to hand them a full magazine. That way you can avoid shit like this. I know what you're thinking already. Brandon, you're that many minutes in and nobody's actually gotten shot yet. All right. I'm getting there. Calm your weird violence boners. Oh yeah, you already know this next one's gonna end super well.
So once again, 5'0" female, right? I'm assuming probably a massive caliber. Look at her stance. What the fuck are we like? What I don't get it. You know, I mean, I've talked about this before in my in the other Darwin Awards reactions, and I think this is absolutely fucking stupid. Like it's the dumbest thing you can do. It creates gun fear. It's a danger to everybody. I don't know what she's firing. It looks like it's her first time firing a gun, though, just based upon the way she's fucking standing here. Let's see.
So homeboy is showing his significant other and or, you know, maybe hopeful soon-to-be significant other how to shoot a handgun. Nothing super obviously wrong right off the bat. They're a little close together. Considering his arms are a lot longer than hers, that can be a bad thing. So he has some sort of malfunction, I guess? I'm not really sure. But she's already backing away. She's sketched out. I wonder what sketchy shit he's done earlier today. And there we go.
That's
just like the last Darwin Awards. The first one we have is somebody taking a...
From the start of the video, it was hard to see what they were holding. Okay, fine. He's just an idiot. Gotcha. Okay. So, and like she actually seemed a lot safer than him there. I'm willing to, say I was wrong there. My bad. You know. She seems pretty smart. He definitely seems like, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck.
I wonder what sketchy shit he's done earlier today. And there we go. There we have it. Just like the last Darwin Awards, the first one we have is somebody taking a bullet is reholstering. At a somewhat aggressive angle, too. Oh, fuck. I want you to see either way the impact it makes on the dirt. It is very visible under his foot. As someone who shot into a lot of dirt in his day, that was a 9mm impact. But yeah, shit like this happens, man. You gotta be paying attention to what you're doing when you're reholstering. Some people aren't thinking, they're in a rush, they leave their finger on the trigger, they reholster, it engages the trigger. It could be something as easy as getting snagged on a piece of clothing. You just have to pay attention. I'm not necessarily saying that's what happened here, but I am wondering if homeboy was a little too preoccupied with what he was planning on doing with his other gun to focus on the one he had in his hand. Also, I'm really wondering what this lady says as soon as it happens.
Yes, Warrant.
All right, so let's check this one out real quick. When your shitbox won't start and you have had enough.
What the fuck?
Damn. You know, this one was sent to me as a Darwin Award, but it's definitely not, but I do kind of feel it. I don't condone this kind of behavior, but I feel you, bro. So next up, we have kind of an interesting new twist for the Darwin Awards.
I have to respect
Before we
it.
get to that, we have probably the funniest choice of sponsor for this video in particular that
Really?
I could possibly think of. So videos like this pretty much never get monetized, or at least stay monetized, so we want to thank our sponsor for this video, Geology. That's right, this episode of Darwin Awards is brought to you by men's skincare. God help me, I have no clue how I'm going to integrate this. I'm going to try. See, nobody ever talks about taking care of men's skin, so if you don't want to end up looking like me, or looking like you're 32 and you're 26, you might want to start looking into it now. They've got stuff like everyday face wash. They've got morning skin cream. They've got nighttime skin cream. Fight acne, prevent wrinkles, take care of those dark circles under your eyes. Honestly, as much as I've been sleeping lately, it's probably a good idea. So go ahead and check out the links down in the description, the pinned comment. Get up to 70% off on your 30-day trial. Take care of your skin, look hot. Now back to Darwin. All right, so this next bit.
Gotta say, pretty base sponsor, Geology, there for sponsoring a video like this. Goddamn, good job.
Day trial. Take care of your skin, look hot. Now back to Darwin. All right, so this next bit takes a weird turn.
A weird
There
turn.
was a weird internet trend that started probably a couple of years ago now.
Okay.
Called Point Gun at Venus. Where you pointed a gun at your penis. I'm assuming this
Why?
was to get sensors, of course. This kind of behavior isn't exactly condoned by most social media sites. But this was a completely stupid trend that literally was just videos of guys taking a loaded firearm, pointing it at their dick, and almost pulling the trigger. As
Why,
a dude,
dude?
if you can watch that and not cringe, there's something fucking wrong with you. Now, it goes without saying, this is violating at least 3 of the main rules of gun safety. And to you,
I just don't understand that one. I don't get it. Why? What was the purpose of this? Why was that cool to do? I don't know. Like, that's not even, you know, it's just fucking retarded, plain and simple. Like, there's no other way to say that.
at least 3 of the main rules of gun safety. And to you Europeans, no, this is not what Americans are like with firearms. Trust me, this is a fringe group of guys, and we think they're idiots too. It's kind of funny in like a fucked up, edgy way, but as the whole, you know, internet challenge trend thing goes, this is arguably probably the most dangerous, right next to the milk crate challenge.
Right. Oh.
It got wildly out of hand to the point where Vice was writing articles about it. And if you think this is just kind of one of those, maybe there's a couple of instances of this and then the media just blew it up out of proportion, you'd be absolutely incorrect. There is a shocking amount of these videos.
I'm not going there to die. I'm going to find out if I'm really alive.
Dummy round? Hopefully. Also, I'm just now noticing that was a Cowboy Bebop reference with the fucking Jericho. See you, Space Cowboy. I don't know if we will. I shouldn't laugh at this. This is really fucked up. So anybody with 3 brain cells to rub together, well, okay, nobody with 3 brain cells to rub together is making videos like this. The upper echelon of the...
Like, again, I feel like I should have more to say about that, but I said it. I just don't know what else. There's nothing else to comment about on that. It just is fucking retarded. I don't know what, like, why people would do that to themselves. All those challenge videos, all that shit, I think is the dumbest shit. Like, I think most shit nowadays on social media, most trends like that, it's just the most brain rot shit you could possibly come up with, and I think it needs to stop. And I don't know why it continues to be as popular as it is. I suppose, I guess people think it's funny. I don't know. Again, I don't get it. You know, I can't wrap my brain around it.
Rub together. Well, okay, nobody with 3 brain cells to rub together is making videos.
I really don't have much
The
more to
upper
say about
echelon
it than that.
of
Like,
making these videos would have used a dummy round or something like that to make it look like they had a live round of ammo, and then immediately pointing that at their ding-a-ling. The twig and cherries. That was until a pretty widely publicized incident where somebody accidentally... It's hard to call that an accident. Somebody shot themselves in the fucking balls. Somebody shared the photos to social media, and the photos of the aftermath, including a lot of, you know, bloody carpet. which immediately screams staged because nobody's dumb enough to actually point a loaded gun at their cock. That's where you're wrong, kiddo. According to the article, this was actually confirmed by the San Diego Police Department as true. Of fucking course he was in California.
Yeah.
Weird, you have a fucked up internet challenge where you point a loaded gun at your junk and then just kind of play with the trigger a little bit, and some people are getting shot in the dick. Huh. What are the odds?
Crazy.
And by all accounts, this is not the only instance of that happening. Guys, this is what happens when you overdose on Weekend Gun It. Also probably one of the things that may have forced r/Weekend Gun It to go bye-bye, or at least go underground. A digital speakeasy for the armed and mentally challenged.
Of course.
But yes, I'm calling this a Darwin Award on technicality. Nobody ever said you had to die to get a Darwin Award. You just remove yourself from the gene pool, aka not able to reproduce. I would say a high-speed 115 grain vasectomy counts. Also, no reason to be sexist here. Women can give themselves this kind of Darwin Award as well. Just recently in the news. Of course it's US news, god damn it. Gun blunder. Webcam model accidentally shoots herself in the VampriricUnicorn while filming X-rated clip for fans.
What?
Since when is having an OnlyFans account turning into death sports? Don't know who needs to hear.
Shoots herself in vagina. Now, is it more like was there insertion and then she shot, or was it the case of like a rub and she shot? You know, like how exactly did that work? Now, for science, I'm purely just curious, but I figured if it was insertion, she'd just be fucking dead, right? Like there's no probably, right? Like there's no way. And also, why the fuck are you doing this with a loaded gun? Like, what is it, her boyfriend's gun or some shit? Like, I just don't understand why a loaded firearm, why you're just playing around with that shit. Like, I just don't understand it. I cannot wrap my head around it. Fuck, this was in 2021 too.
Shoots herself in the VampriricUnicorn while filming X-rated clip for fans. Since when is having an OnlyFans account turning into death sports? Don't know who needs to hear this, but firearms are not adult toys. Well, they're toys.
They are.
They're in the way that they're fun and can be used by adults, but not sexually. Don't fuck a gun. I also feel like I have to be perfectly clear with this one. This is the first and last time I will ever talk about this on the Darwin Awards. Do not be an idiot and go film a video like this and think that you're going to get noticed or be on the channel or something. I promise you, it won't. At the very best, it makes you a moron, and at the very worst, a eunuch. Try getting recognition by doing something positive for the gun community. Because I can promise you this, no amount of internet attention is worth a Darwin Award.
Like,
so yeah, another episode of the Darwin Awards with a couple of winners by technicality. Hopefully this video is educational for you, and if it wasn't, at least it was entertaining. Videos like this usually get demonetized, if not age restricted, so if you want to help out the channel, you can go check out the merch down in the links in the description and in the pinned comment, and be sure to subscribe. It does help. That's all I've got for you guys in this episode. I appreciate you watching to the end, and as always, I will see you sexy YouTube mother lovers in the next video.
very nice.
One of the basic rules of gun safety is never point an object at some... Fuck, it's not an object. They've got stuff like daily... They've got stuff like everyday face wash. But as far as internet challenges go, this one's probably... God, that fucking dog. I swear to God, if that dog doesn't shut up, I'm gonna... It's my neighbor's dog. I love dogs, man, but I'm like 2 bad days away from putting an anonymous tip into the ATF.
Oh my God. Holy shit. Yeah, dude, that was awesome. That was the worst internet gun fails. Number 7, the Darwin Awards by, of course, Mr. Herrera here on YouTube, guys. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys hit that like button. It does help out a ton, as he said. Yeah, I don't know what is with these internet trends, man. It actually makes me lose brain cells seeing that shit. I don't know how much to say about it, except that it's just fucking stupid. There's no need. It's not necessary. I can't consider why people would ever subject themselves to that. Yeah, man. I mean, there's also, again, like the I mean, I don't know if that one at the start there, that Russian gun fail, I don't know if that was I don't know if that was fake or not. I'm guessing it probably was, like he said. A little bit more high quality camera could easily point that out, but yeah, I thought that was a good video in terms of as far as a Darwin Award video goes. A lot of idiocy and a couple people definitely causing themselves some harm with some firearms, let's say. So yes, if you guys enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe for more content from me, of course. Leave your recommendations down in the comments below. Without any further delay, sorry, big thank you to all our members, all of our Hastati, our Triarii, our Principe, Dagenhart, of course our Prefects, and Hobbit. You guys inspire me to make more content for you guys every single day. And with that, guys, this has been Centurion. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, guys.